Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the More Conversation series. I'm Vernon.
I am Venice, and today's topic is
love enough in relationships? How often do we hear, I love you?
I love you too.
I love you too. Very much so. But is that enough, though? Is that enough to sustain a relationship? Is just loving your partner enough to have what my wife likes to say, and I'll let you say it that.
Oh, forever love. Yeah, it's a forever thing.
Yeah, that.
Does it keep forever? Is love enough? No.
So we're going to talk real quick about 6 factors that should be added into your relationship along with love. Because I think we all can agree that love is a great place to start and it's necessary. But I think we all really know it's not enough. Give us something. What's something that could be a factor on top of love that can help benefit the relationship?
Right. I think everything we're going to talk about today is essential. And the first part of a relationship, as we know, the beginning, the honeymoon phase, is building a foundation of friendship. You gotta have a friendship. Like when things really go left, if that friendship is not there, then that's a big deal. No matter how much you love each other, you gotta have that friendship. You gotta have that, real comfort with your partner, being able to just crack jokes with them and talk about anything and everything. So that foundation is friendship. You gotta have that.
I think something that piggybacks off that foundation is building trust and honesty.
Absolutely.
I think that's a big factor in relationships. And again, if we look at, what I'm assuming most of us look at with our friend groups outside of our intimate relationships, trust and honesty is a big part of it. Like that's what allows people to be our best friends. That's what allows people to be in our circle. You got to be able to trust the people in your circle. You got to be able to, in order for your circle to thrive, everybody in the circle got to be able to be honest with each other. Right. And I think that's a major part to a relationship, a intimate relationship, a marriage, whatever, just starting whatever, is trust and honesty. Yeah. 2 major factors.
Absolutely. One big part of a relationship, I'm going to repeat that, one big part and one important factor that's essential.
Colossal.
We talk with our couples about this week after week after week, is communication. How you communicate with each other. And how important it is to understand the essential parts of communication, because yelling is not communicating. There could be body language that is within communication. That's a whole nother video that you're gonna hear about. But when you are in love, if you don't communicate, that could cause discord. That could cause shutdown. So remembering that communication is one big important factor in a relationship, always.
And I think we all can agree that has to be another video, because goodness gracious what that could mean. But I think another thing that with communication that helps in a relationship, and I know for me, I struggle with this. I'm working on this. It's something that wasn't even familiar to me until I got to my marriage, but it's vulnerability.
That's a big one.
Being vulnerable. The trust and the honesty, creating a safe space, like feeling able to really be in a place where you can express yourself to your partner. But that also starts with you being in a safe space with you to be comfortable with and trust that the person that you're sharing this with is going to take care of that. Vulnerability and just the comfort of sharing where you are and your feelings with your partner, I think is another major factor into what else on top of love can add to a relationship.
Right. I think with that vulnerability, it is also emotional safety. Like it coincides with each other. Like when you're able to be vulnerable, like you said, creating that safe space, is emotional connection there. So thank you. That's a good one, definitely. I want to tap into intimacy. Intimacy is a huge factor in a relationship as well. And intimacy, as we all know, is not just sex, but it's that closeness, that friendship, that sharing.
We all know that intimacy isn't just sex?
Well, maybe not, but that's why we're going to do another video on it. But intimacy is an important factor in a relationship. That closeness, that affection, that communication, like it all coincides together with that friendship. So Intimacy, that's another one.
That's that good. And it kind of goes like what we talked about, vulnerability and communication. Intimacy turns into that non-verbal communication.
Absolutely.
Feeling more vulnerable allows to open up for more intimacy. You see how all this stuff is stacking on top of each other?
Right,
This is on purpose.
right.
We're doing this on purpose.
And you're not going to want to be intimate. You're not going to want to be close or affectionate or anything if the friendship is destroyed or if there's not honesty or communication. So, we're going to add one more factor to that. What is that, Ray?
And I think that last factor that we could talk about today, and again, let's make it clear, we're only doing 6, so there's other factors, but this factor I think is huge too, and it's accountability. And it's accountability for yourself and how you show up in the relationship. A lot of times we're pointing fingers at what the person did, what the partner did, and how the partner did this to make me feel like it, and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that there's not responsibility on the other part, but you got to be accountable for how you show up. You got to be accountable for how you are consistent. You got to be accountable for showing and teaching your partner the things that you say you want. So being accountable for how you show up, for your feelings, for your thoughts, for your actions, and then allowing that to spill into how accountable for me can turn into accountability for us.
And, if you get to a place within yourself or you're in a relationship where you have to ask yourself, is this working? Or should I stay? No, but I love him, but I love her. Going back to, is love enough? Is that friendship there? Are you honest with one another? Can you trust each other?
Are you communicating? Is there vulnerability there?
Are you emotionally safe? Is there intimacy?
And are you holding yourself accountable for how you showing up?
Right, absolutely. So the truth of the matter is, love is not enough. Love is the core and the foundation that connects to the friendship that starts everything within a relationship. So we know how important love is, but there's so much other things that come within a relationship that are essential. And
that's why relationship is work, man. And it's work with a great result as long as you're willing to, put in the work and do the things with the people that you love.
Absolutely. And knowing that at the end of the day, and you'll know this more about us, is that starts within yourself. It starts with you first, and then it can be able to be poured out within yourself, from yourself to another.
So hopefully, again, you guys got something from this. Again, these are only 6 factors aside from love that could benefit a relationship. And again, just being honest, that love is enough, but neither one of these 6 factors are enough alone either. So love has to be the thing that accompanies these things, but these things are factors along with others that help build and grow a relationship. And again, it's all about healthy relationships. It's all about connecting and creating that harmony between each other so that we can love on each other for a long time.
So thank you for joining us, and know that we are going to have more videos on love, communication, intimacy, sex, friendship, and all the things. So thank you for joining the More Conversation series.
We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.